We are back, Deep Rooted Ventilation Podcast with our third episode. It's your boy Swollen Genius. I have my co-host with me, Baron,
What's
and
up, man? What
today
up? What up?
we got a special guest. T Marie's in the house. T Marie, what's good?
What's going on?
I don't know if you want us to put your government on here or not.
Nah, we cool.
So we always
Marie.
do a section of hometown heroes, of course. In this week's episode, our hometown hero is T Marie Consultant. She is doing major things in the game, major things. So I actually wanted you to take the time yourself to kind of introduce yourself, talk about what your consulting business is about.
Cool. So, like I said, my name is T Marie. Tiandra, really. But my business is T Marie Consulting. I am a marketing consultant. I started out with just saying marketing consultant for small businesses, but it has kind of ventured to Black-owned businesses, which is fine. So I actually started doing PR, freelance PR about 9 years ago, and just kind of segue into marketing, and then just kind of segue into helping Black-owned businesses. So, and you know, I most of my clientele became Black-owned businesses because they realized the importance of being able to market their business, but they weren't having the big marketing budget to do so. And so with me consulting with these Black-owned businesses, I was able to give them like a marketing blueprint of things that they needed to implement in their business. And so I've become like this, I guess,
Guru.
this guru, Black business guru, I guess, advocate for all things Black owned. And so, you know, I'm always trying to find ways to help better these Black owned businesses. And so I've created a couple of concepts, what I call marketing concepts. Anytime I can highlight, showcase, promote Black-owned businesses, especially in a positive light, that's what I do. So in 2018, I created 502 Black Business Week, and it was started to really as a celebration into Juneteenth. So of course, people know Juneteenth is our actual, you know, freedom day for the slaves in this country.
Right,
so
right.
I was like, what can we do in celebration of that? And the concept of doing something like a 502 Black Business Week isn't really new. There other metro cities have done things called like Black Restaurant Week. And so I wanted to do something a week in celebration of, but I wanted to include all businesses. And so with 502 Black Business Week, it was like, okay, let's get these businesses in celebration of Juneteenth. They offer discounts and promotions, and hopefully that will encourage people to shop with these Black-owned businesses. First year, I had 14 businesses. People were kind of like, you know, what is that? The second year, I ended up with 44 businesses.
Wow.
Got a little bit of press. And so that was good and that helped. So this year, with COVID and with the civil injustices that we were facing, especially in Louisville, I had so many people that were trying to figure out how they could help Black-owned business. So I guess that's like the silver lining with everything that happened in 2020, was that I had so many people that were like, how can we support these Black-owned businesses? So I ended up with 70 businesses. And then I had every local news station, with the exception of Wave 3, because for whatever reason, they didn't want to come and holler at us, sister. But yeah, WHAS, WLKY, WDRB, Louisville Business First. You know, I had all of these media folks reaching out because they wanted to cover 502 Black Business Week. And so I was just like, man, this is, you know, so dope. And so going off the momentum of that one, I was like, okay, well, you know, Houston and Atlanta and New Orleans, they have Black Restaurant Weeks. I'm like, okay, let me try this, but put a Louisville spin on it.
Yeah, but let me say something about that because I thought it was a great idea, right? But the eatery does not compare to the major cities. Although what you did was dope. It was truly dope. It put a lot of small restaurants on notice, right? And I guess that's the whole point of it all, for real. But I gotta say, I haven't eaten it any yet. That's my fault. But I've been quarantined up with smaller kids. But all in all, it's dope because you're able to take something that a major component, major cities are actually doing, and turn a profit for these businesses in a smaller market, right?
Well, because
So
my thing is Louisville is known as a foodie town. So it's kind of like, well, why not? And so, like I said, I was going off the momentum of people wanting to support Black-owned businesses and 502 Black Business Week. I was like, okay, I didn't want to do it. At first, it was going to be called 502 Black Restaurant Week, but I was like, nah, let me see if we can encompass all type of food-based businesses. So that's why I was just like Black Eats. So it didn't have to be just restaurants. That's why, I had the food trucks and all type of people that were in food-based businesses that were able to join. And some of them, this like blew their business up.
real deal.
And so, I was just like, I wouldn't expect, and I ended up having this guy who is now my angel investor reached out to me on LinkedIn. This man didn't know me from Adam and was like, how can I help you help these Black-owned businesses? He drops 700. I know he dropped 1,000 in my account. Didn't know me from. He didn't know me, but
That's
he was
real.
like, and so he's always giving me money in turn for me to help these Black-owned businesses. And
That's
so,
real.
he was like, I want to see Black-owned. He said, I want to see Black Eats Week be bigger than it was, in the first year doing it. And he said, give me your dream number for a budget for 502 Black Eats Week and 502 Black Business Week. He said, I don't care if it's 10,000, 20,000. You tell me your dream number, and then you give me a more realistic number. And so I hit him with it. I was like,
50,000.
I said 10 to look, I said 10 to 15. He said, okay. He said, I could probably do 10 for each. He said,
Wow.
but he said, I know I can do 2,500 for sure for each event. He said, I know I can do 5. He said, so 5,000 will be guaranteed. He said, but if business is going good on his end, he said, I can try to get you this 10,000. He gave me 500 to do the kids biz week that I got coming up.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna give this $500 away to the kids.
So you got 502 Black Biz Week, 502 Black Eats Week, and now coming up is the 502 basically kids.
Yes, kid
But
entrepreneurs in the city.
so what's next? What's after that? What's next?
I've had people that want me to bring this concept to other cities.
Right.
And so I've already been asked to bring it to Charlotte and to do something similar in Atlanta.
Dope.
All right.
Very
So,
dope. Very dope.
it's
Now,
just kind of.
have you thought about doing a 502 Black cosmetology and barbers?
Well, at this point, it could be branded in so many ways. But I know for the most part, I had salons. Really, I hadn't had salons since the first year, or barbershops. They've never participated.
Right.
And so I guess I would have to see what that would look like with that. And, you got to kind of have people have to buy into the idea. And so that's why I didn't have a lot of businesses in that first year. I only had the 14 because it was people that kind of already knew me, that kind of already knew what I was doing. And then, people kind of were speaking on it. And so then you had a little bit more people to jump on the second year.
Right. So here's something for you. What is your ultimate driving force behind your marketing PR firm? What's the ultimate driving force?
The success of Black-owned businesses. I'm not one of those people that'll say something in regards to helping Black people, when people talk to me, they hear the passion that I have. When I say I want Black-owned businesses to be great, I literally want Black-owned businesses to be great. Like, there is no reason why we can't start creating this generational wealth and having stuff that we're leaving to our kids and passing down to our kids when we have so many more advantages than what our parents did.
Actually,
So,
Right. That's understood.
you know, there's no excuse for us not to be able to create some things and create some opportunities. And I know, you know, there's still a lot of things that we have the disadvantages in, but it's something simple as helping you promote your business that's within my control to help you do. And I want to help create as many Black millionaires as possible.
there you go. So what happens when T. Marie decides to step down? Which one of the T. Marie children takes the helm of that marketing and PR firm?
Whoosh, neither one of them right now because I'm still trying to figure them out. So, you know,
Somebody's got to step in. Somebody's got to step in when they counting sheep. They be getting that bag now.
right. So they don't really kind of see it and understand it right now. My son is having an identity crisis because he be like, "Why are you always helping these Black-owned businesses?" And I'm like, you know, it's too much to try to get him to understand right now. So
That's
That's
what's up. That's
understandable.
what's up.
All right. So when is the time frame of the 502 Black Business Week?
502 Black Business Week is the week of Juneteenth. So it starts the Sunday and it ends. So this year it's going to be June the 13th through the 19th. So it'll
Okay.
actually end on Juneteenth.
Got you. So you're gonna hold. It's gonna be that every year from that time frame.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Yep. It's always the week of Juneteenth.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's dope, man. Congratulations on what you're doing.
I
As we, I,
appreciate
mean, I remember seeing a segment on the news about it. It was 2019. I do remember seeing that one.
Yeah, now in 2020, I was literally everywhere. I mean,
Right.
I felt like I was on a tour and I was doing a press run for the tour because every time you looked up, I was having somebody emailing me or asking could they do an interview, which was cool because the point is the more attention I got, the more attention I was able to bring to the week, and so people could, you know, find out about these businesses.
Right.
Real deal. Now I follow you on Facebook. You know, definitely a fan of your work. I've been to a couple of your classes. Not only does, you know, T kind of branches out, man. Not only does she do the marketing stuff, but she actually teaches customer service skills as well. And we all have a fine background, all three of us together at Foot Locker, right? So
Yeah.
she actually
Yeah.
does teach, and I've been to one of her couple of her sales classes, a couple of classes about, you know, how to treat customers and things like that too. So she has a broad avenue of what she do, man. I'm hyped about what she does. I really truly support what she does, and hey man, I want you to keep rocking and rolling on what you're doing. But I
Yeah.
gotta ask though, you said you had some clients now. Who are your clients right now? How many clients do you have, and what products do they offer?
I have 4 clients. So here's how it works. Because anybody that I do a consultation with is a client, but I have
Oh, say
4.
that again now. Say that again, cause hey, listen, before you get into that now, cause know you got a deep answer, but I have been on T. T is a friend of me. I feel like we are good friends. I be on T about giving out free advice, man, on Facebook.
Right.
I'm like, man, they should pay for this stuff. T is
Definitely.
known. She'd be like, look, if y'all not paying attention, here's some freeness for you. And I'd be like, oh my God, why?
Yeah, well, you know, I gotta give them a little taste. So because I have to appear like I'm an expert, right? So I gotta put some stuff out there so that people be like, oh, she might know what she's talking about. So I got kind of dangle the bait.
That's
So
The
marketing
carrot,
tactic,
huh?
right?
yeah, so anybody that does a paid consultation is a client, but I have 4 main clients that are actually like on my roster. And so there's a difference between my roster clients and just my consulting clients. So my 4 main clients are going to be Melodic Elements, which is owned by our soror Deanna Coles. So she has natural products, so natural deodorants, beard oil, body cream, so things like that. Dope products and brand. Kimani Custom Dolls. The owner is Deanna Douglas, and she makes customized dolls. And
Which I seen the Tia Marie dolls.
Yeah,
Dope.
she did one for me. And what's dope about her is she's actually been able to make some for some major like A-list celebrities, and so she kind of blew up after she made one for this Instagram social media CEO called Super Scent. So I don't know if y'all familiar with Super Scent, but she owns this makeup brand called the Crayon Case. And so when Deanna did this doll Super Scent, and she just posted it, and people was tagging Super Scent, and Super Scent saw it, and she was like, oh, she's like, I need this doll, and she reposted it. And so when she reposted it, she was like, bitch, I'm a doll, is what she said on the caption. And she tagged Kimani Custom Dolls. So Kimani Custom Dolls went from 2,000 followers to 13,000 in a matter of 48 hours.
Look at that.
Man.
Crazy.
And I was like, whoa, so, she's got almost 14,000 followers on Instagram from that. She's done one for Remy Ma and her family. She's done one for another influencer called Judy, the one that's dating the Brat.
The Brat.
Yeah.
She did one for Judy. Judy posted her doll as well.
No, Judy owns Kaleidoscope, right?
Products. Yeah. So when she posted that, she got some more business. She got some more business and stuff from that. So that's her. And then I have my photographers, Echelon Images. So anytime you see my photos, they do concept photography. So they can put you in on top of the Eiffel Tower, even if you ain't in France, So they're one of my clients.
Yeah, the Puma stuff they did for you was off the chain, by the way.
Yeah. So anytime you see a photo shoot, more than likely they're gonna be the ones to do it. And then I got this duo that does TV and film production called Hype Vision. And so they've gotten some independent film awards. They've got, to me, what I think is like a cult classic movie, like on the lines of Friday, called Frat Party. I always get the title mixed up, but so they're two dope guys putting some stuff out, content out, for Louisville. So those are my four main clients.
That's dope. So how can anybody contact you? How do they get in touch with you if they want to become a client or need a consultation?
They can definitely hit me up on IG. My IG is at T Marie Consulting, the letter T, and then Marie Consulting. And my website is tmarieconsulting.com.
Dope. Man, that's dope. That is so dope. So when's your next class? 'Cause I know you be doing the beer and brews or something more time. You still doing all this?
I had several workshops pre-COVID back in I was doing a lot of them in 2019. I had marketing and mimosas, branding brews and barbecue, spaghetti sponsorships and spirits. So that was like alcohol and spaghetti. I had one called Ain't That a Pitch? We're learning how to do pitch.
That Elijah Craig right here, baby.
Yes. So then I had to move virtually because I was started to do one called Marketing Masterminds, where that was actually like a group consultation where I had maybe like 10 business owners, and we would all basically sit around in like a big group think, coming up with different strategies, bouncing ideas off of each other.
So dope.
But that's pretty much it. Right now my focus is going to be the weeks for this year, and I might try to do some workshops. I don't know.
Now, last thing I got for you, dog, is that I've known your shoe game for a while. Like I said, we all worked at Foot Locker together. You're my soror. Watching you go from the self-proclaimed Puma queen. Now, come on now. I've known you to rock Adidas, Nikes. I mean, I've known you to rock it all. What's the deal? Why Puma? But Puma's putting out some fire, by the way.
Yeah,
They
Puma's
are putting
putting
out some
some
fire.
fire, but for one, they became more affordable. I can go ahead and get retros and Air Max and all of those, and to me, those weren't always the most comfortable shoe. Y'all worked at Foot Locker.
Yeah.
I don't care how, like, Pumas are just the styles that I have, they are very, very comfortable. And with me being in my 40s, I'm all about being comfortable. So a lot of the Pumas that I have are very, very light.
Hey, listen, I'm 44 now. It's a blessing for me. People like, man, I ain't telling them I'm 44 and I'm proud of that, dog.
I'll tell people in the heartbeat, 41.
And foot comfort is everything now, ain't it?
It is.
Hell with them retros.
Now, don't get me wrong, because for every Puma that I have, I got heels too,
Right.
But for everyday wear, like, Pumas are extremely light and they're very cushioned. Well, not all of them, but a lot of the ones that I have, they are a very comfortable shoe. Like you said, plus they're putting out some fire, and then they're just more affordable.
My comfort shoe when I was at Foot Locker, man, I gotta put this out there, was the New Balance 574.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
woo, boy, that 574 was on point.
Yeah, right. We rocked them all day.
Yes, sir.
There's some long hours there.
Yeah. So, but now, like, I can always catch a Puma on sale. So, I'm up to 44 pair, I think. 44.
Hey, Barry, you shake your head, but that's probably like 6 months, bro. T was on a tear. She was buying 3 to 5 pair a week, man.
Hey, that's a lot. That's a lot of just 44 pair of Pumas.
Yeah.
It's just Pumas, because I still have I still have some of my Ealom, some of my Jordans.
Right.
And then I think I have more heels than I do Pumas. So
Gotcha. That's understandable. With the profession.
Yeah, like I have Puma towers that were at least probably 6 feet tall. So I don't even have space for them at this point. Like,
still trying to get that endorsement deal?
Man, I was trying,
Hey, you never know, it might still happen.
Hey, you never know. But we really appreciate it, man. Keep doing good things in the community. Keep on pushing these black businesses. They definitely need it. We need it. So ain't nothing like that come up. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely welcome to stay on with us, man. We're going to definitely get into this next topic. One of our co-hosts, Lil Butch, is not here, Paul. I like to call him Lil Butch. But, man, definitely want to talk about what's going on in Texas right now. Y'all know I lived in Texas for 10 years, and I've been through some of them snowstorms. It's highly unlikely that they happen, first and foremost. One of the biggest reasons I moved to Texas was because 10 years out of the month, it is hot weather, baby. Ain't nothing like T-shirts and shorts and flip-flops every day. I went through so many pair of Jordan sandals. It's ridiculous. But that's the greatest thing. You go to bed at 95 degrees. You wake up, it's 103.
Woo!
For real. You keep your AC between 70 and 72. And you keep good water on deck, man. And for real. Every apartment complex has 2 pools because it's so hot, man. And then a lot of the area that I lived in, far north Dallas, they've cut the trees down. So there's no shade. Ain't no shade. The new groundbreaking out there, ain't no shade, Bob.
I'm going to stay on, but I'm going to be incognito for a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right.
So with that's going on in Dallas though right now, T's gonna sign off for a little bit on us. It's all good. But what's going on down there right now is ridiculous, man. But I lived through a couple of them when I was down there, where it gets into the low teens. You get a sleet and a snowstorm, and they start doing these rolling blackouts. The shit is ridiculous. And when you and I was talking about it earlier, man, you got my mom is still down in Texas, and I got some family still down there, and they were lucky. You know, they were the ones that had the intermittent blackouts where they would have electricity for 45 minutes and they be off for 30. And it consistently went that way. Now, we have other people like our frat brother Paul, but wasn't that lucky? Homeboy has had no electricity for 3 days or water. And
Damn.
this is throughout the entire damn state, man. And people ask why. Well, as you stated, what'd you tell me earlier, B?
What was that? Which
About
one?
the power grid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, explain the rolling blackouts, man. But you know, I was reading and hearing some things that, you know, what they do down there. A lot of people, from what I understand, they could have power, but since they do the rolling blackouts, they cut a lot of people's power that didn't need to be cut because they were trying to protect or save the grid.
Yeah, so the rolling blackouts is based on I'm gonna say zip code, but a lot of these cities, you know, have crossing zip codes. But based on your zip code, you'd be sitting there watching a good ass show and that shit would go off. And it'd be off for the 15
Just
to 30
in the middle
minutes.
of
Yeah, you'd be like, what in the hell? And then it would just come back on. And we learned that. I learned the hard way though. We learned, oh man, that's called a rolling blackout. They do that to try to preserve some of the energy. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? The state's too big for this. But yeah, you know, Texas think they like California. They think they're their own country. And they think that they can maintain their own stuff like that. And it's crazy because it ain't like here, you know, in Louisville, man, it's monopolistic. There's one company that controls the electricity. You go to Texas, you go to a website. It's called powertochoose.org. And you choose what company you want.
Okay.
So, but I think it all still runs through the same grid, you know, and based on the kilowatts you want. But yeah, man, grid is too small. But as I stated, they have got to do better, man. They are not exempt from winter storms and shit. You know what I'm saying? So their emergency programs have got to get better. It's got to get better.
Right. So what do you think the effects of it is going to be? How long? I mean, a long-term effects from it. You know, from
Long-term
what's going
effects
on right now.
to me, the long-term effects are the individuals who've had the pipe bustings because the weather has gotten so cold and the buildings are not acclimated for it. You know, here in Kentucky, you know yourself, when they build homes here, they put in winterization. You have the shit around the pipes to maintain that. And they don't do that shit in Texas. You don't need your pipe sweating in Texas. It's already sweating enough.
Right.
I couldn't figure out why in the hell every apartment complex had a damn fireplace. It's too fucking hot for a fireplace until you have this type of a situation, and then you realize, damn, this fireplace gonna come in handy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they need to get the politicians in order, man. But you all know that, you know, Republicans run that state. It's a red state. It always has been a red state.
You know, when they flying out the warmer weather, fam.
Yeah, Coon, nigga jumped straight on a private jet, didn't
Yeah, you know
Ted Cruz.
that shows you the mindset of, you know what I'm saying, of your politicians.
Man, they didn't call this man Cancun Cruz.
Man,
hey,
straight on him and Greg Abbott, he didn't roll his ass out of there. That's bad. He's in a wheelchair. I shouldn't have said that. I probably should have said that, but it's the truth. Roll his ass out of there. You did see what that mayor said down there in Texas that told the people to own it, didn't they?
Yep.
You seen that?
Nice.
Yeah.
He posted some shit on Facebook or something that told the people to stop crying, deal with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, he resigned that same day after he thought about it.
Oh, he was gonna have to.
Yeah. Told him, how do you tell me to resign? Have you seen the post where people were not having electricity for 3 days are receiving bills for upwards of $10,000? Ain't no discount. We gonna increase your bill.
Hey, fam.
And already the sun comes out down there and it clears up like that. Clear enough. Ain't no trees, dog. The sun is coming from every angle.
Hey, man, that's crazy what's going on right now, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, hey, people's like they couldn't wait to get to 2021, man. Hey, look, 21 looked at 20 and said, hey, man, hey, nigga, hold my beer real quick, fam.
Shit, we still in this pandemic, bro.
Yeah, we still in it.
We still in these COVID streets.
Yeah.
Until we get out of these COVID streets, nothing's gonna happen. One thing I will say is I think this winter was necessary to kill off some of these viruses and shit, though.
Yeah.
But until we get out of this pandemic, bro, it is what it is. It's not gonna change, bro.
Nah. It's not. I mean, but we're gonna be in a pandemic. To be honest with you, I'm gonna say for at least another year, fam. That's just my, you know what I'm saying, my outlook on it. You know, to things start to become, you get some type of sense of normalcy and everything like that from it. So,
So you say a year, I say the rest of our lives.
mm, explain.
I just don't see this changing. I think this is the new norm. I honestly do
Okay.
think this is the new
Yeah.
norm.
I think it's gonna become like the flu, because you got to think the flu started as something as severe as what we are going through right now, and it lessened over time, either because it weakened or we started to build up an immunity to it. And I did read an article where they're saying that it will become an endemic, which means it'll become seasonal or something like the flu. I definitely don't think, because if you think about it, bird flu still ain't gone.
Nope.
So it's not as major.
Severe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's gonna be another one of those type of situations. It just, you know.
I agree. I do agree. This is the best time for criminals. We used to couldn't go in the store with mask on. Now you go in that bitch, you need to have a mask on. So you going to rob a motherfucker right now. Just don't be a fool. Cover up everything, your face, your eyes, and everything.
All right, are you stupid?
I'm keeping it real. It's the best time for all criminals.
All right, bro.
That's free. That's free game right there. Cover up your whole damn face. Don't do like they did at the Kroger's. They run into the into the pharmacy unmasked. Fool.
Now, do you post this on Facebook, or you just?
No, I posted on Facebook too.
Yes, Facebook.
Yeah.
Is it on
It's
there now, right now?
Nah, it's not on there yet. I'll post it on here a little bit later though.
It's gonna be on Facebook.
It's
What
on Facebook.
platform?
It'll be on Facebook,
Spotify,
Instagram,
Instagram.
and it's on every major platform. We're on Apple, we're on Google, Spotify, Pandora, you name it, we on there.
iHeart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on there. He got it together.
Yes, definitely on there.
I ain't mad at it.
Man. Yeah, bro. I mean, what you say the rest of the year though? Make sure the rest of the lives, all right?
I think so, man. We gonna become the new China. My nigga, you're gonna have on a mask every day. It's gonna be necessary. So if you don't buy any, you better start buying them bitches up, because it's gonna be necessary. I mean, think about it now, bro. When you go into the store now, and I literally have to tell people, man, give me 6 feet, bro. Back up off me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I started doubling up, man. I had to double up. Give me a little surgical, then put on the cloth mask and go in. Even I go to the gym, man, I had to do the same thing. So, I mean, it's just life right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, here's the thing. Like I told you before, bro, I'm still nervous putting these masks on my face. Still get, you know what I'm saying, spooked when I gotta get out the car, put a damn mask on and go into a store. Because
We all need to invest in some white makeup.
where you go with this?
I'll let you have that one.
Why? Well, you want to cover up, make this all white, so they think you they think you a pink toe.
I can't stand here.
That's the best way to go, man. That way they can't say, just keep your hands in your pocket. That's the best way to go. Hey, man, you seen these people putting these white people on their windows out, so their windows rolled up like two white people riding.
No, I haven't seen that, bro.
That's the best thing to do, man. I'm telling you.
All right, you a fool.
I mean, that's the best way to be, bro. It's the best way to be. That's what I'm telling you. This is the best time for criminals right now. If I was in Texas, I'll be honest with you. If I was in Texas, bro, I thought this out thoroughly. So understand this, okay? T look at me like it's a fool. This is the real deal. If I was in Texas with the blackout, I'd have been in the bank.
You'd have been in the bank.
I'd have been in the bank.
It's time for me to log off, because I'm not going to be an accessory to nothing.
I'm in Kentucky, so it don't make no difference now, but I'd have been in the bank. I'd have stayed my ass in the bathroom. I'd be calling you now like, B, you ready?
He would have, hey, just come pick me up, fam. What? I just need a ride. Okay.
Best way to go. Best time, man.
Hey, now you got problems.
Best time, man. People that start, hey, it's ironic, man, but people gotta think like that these days. Try to figure out a way to get it, baby. That's the quickest way to get it. That's what you got to do.
All right, now you got problems, bro. I know anytime speaking with you, bro, I know you gonna say something. He gonna say something out of pocket. You already know he gonna say something about him. You be like, oh my God.
Hey.
Well, that's my guy though, man.
Best thing to do right now,
love
man.
the
So you
life,
gotta get it.
bro. I love the life.
And then when I got what I needed, I went on to work Monday like nothing happened. Like ain't nothing happened. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Where's the game at, B? Where's the game at, man?
Right now, bro, it's 44-73. Carolina.
U of L fucking sucks. Chris Mack needs to go.
Look, man, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be this, but after not playing for 19 days, and this is your third COVID pause, they ain't got no legs, they ain't got no win. None of that. You only had one practice in 19 days, bro? You can't. Mm-mm. But you know, if the coach quit wiping his hand across his nose, nasty bothers me, though. Like, you on national TV, you take your mask down, wipe your nose with your hand, and then wipe it on your pants. That's trifling. That's nasty.
He's a booger eater. I guarantee you he eat boogers. Guarantee it, man. I guarantee you he eats boogers, man. Anybody that wipes shit across their shirt, their pants, they eat boogers.
He said he eats boogers, dog.
I guarantee you, when you ain't looking, he eat boogers.
Nah, bro. He bold enough to eat boogers in front of your face, bro. If you do that national TV, you might
wipe
as
shit
well
on the bed, he'll wipe it on the couch. You ever sit down on somebody's couch, cloth couch, and something scratched, and you wonder what the fuck it was?
Hey, bro, I'm not going down the rabbit hole with you.
You don't know if it was a plastic chip. You don't know if it was a chip or a booger. I guarantee it was a booger.
I'm not going down this hole with you.
Shit like that does happen. Man, it was
let's check out the shirt, T. Let me see your shirt.
It just
okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, it's my old logo though. I got a new logo now, so
okay.
Rebranding. How often do you think people should rebrand?
As often as they feel they need to. Really, I mean, you know, if you don't want to ever date your business, so you know, stuff is always ever changing, so you gotta evolve with the times. So this is my fourth logo change.
And how many years?
Since 2009.
Okay.
So and really my rebrand just may consist of me just updating my logo. Some people do a overall rebrand of their whole business from stuff they may offer and do and all of that. For me, I felt like this went from the font to how it looks was getting dated. So I had to switch it up.
That's dope. That's truly dope right there. Well, again, we really appreciate you coming on the show today. It has been a ball. It's been a blast. Tell the people one more time how they can reach you.
TMarieConsulting.com or on IG at T Marie Consulting. Also, my Facebook page is T Marie Consulting as well. So if you look those up, that's how you can get in touch with your girl.
That's what's up. Deep Rooted Ventilation Podcast, and we signing off the next time. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Peace.